Yo, what's up YouTube family? It's your main man, MoneybaggCoo, back at you with another hot TikTok reaction video. Y'all don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop some new hot content that you definitely don't want to miss. Y'all bear with me, this video is from 4 days ago. I was supposed to drop this video, but I wasn't able to because I came down with the sinus infection that I'm getting over now. So some of these clips may be a little old to you, you know what I'm saying? But y'all, like I say, bear with me. Hopefully somebody ain't dropped these videos yet. Let's get it.
Stop right there. This is freaking huge. I can't even believe this, but everything that's been going on this week, the hurricanes, Hurricane Milton, North Carolina, Tennessee, Florida, all of the flooding, this huge disaster that's taken upon our country, and all you hear the media and social media talking about. But what you need to look at is what's going on in Montana, because there's been massive wildfires going on. Read this. Number 2 in the nation for property destruction. And the property that's been destroyed by the wildfires is on top of a neodymium mine that they found recently. One of the largest neodymium deposits they found in the US. And conveniently all that property is being destroyed out. People's homes, people's land, gone. And I guarantee you it's going to have something to do with this mining company wanting their land. But what's even worse is this is all connected. There is no coincidence when this much catastrophe is involved. All the land, like in North Carolina, is on top of iridium and stuff like that, like huge mines with resources that these companies want. These tech companies, these AI companies, Microsoft, Amazon, I feel like this is connected here. What do you guys think?
What you think?
You know, I think part of why Kamala is getting so much support is that if Trump wins, that Epstein client list is going to become public.
Yes.
And some of those billionaires behind Kamala are terrified of that outcome.
Yeah. Do you think Reid Hoffman's uncomfortable?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Gates.
And Gates.
Yeah.
And I only ask that because you can certainly just look at them and you're like, that's a nervous person right there. I don't know. I mean, I assume you know them. Yeah.
Yes. Reid Hoffman was my vice president of business development at PayPal.
Yeah.
24 years ago.
Does he seem nervous to you?
Yeah, I mean, he's terrified of a Trump victory.
I just wanted to come on here real quickly because I want people to keep an eye on this and make sure you pay attention. Now, a lot of people know how the game chess works, right? You got to put the king in checkmate. That's how you win the game. Pay attention to Saudi Arabia. Right now, the king of Saudi Arabia, Salman, is in the hospital for a lung infection. Again, for the second time, from what I've seen on Twitter. This is the second time that King Salman has been in the hospital for a lung infection. Now you all know that in order to win that 5D chess game that Trump's been playing for several years now, checkmate. So while that is being taken care of, they're taking this Hurricane Milton and making it all over the news to do what? Distract you. Pay attention to Saudi Arabia and what's going on over there. And stay safe to everybody that's in Florida. Hold on.
Yep, prayers out to Florida and any other state that was affected by Hurricane Milton and Helene, especially North Carolina.
The state representatives of soil and water conservation. I'm the first black man to be elected to this position. Since 1937, since the creation of soil and water. I worked in a field like this before. And because of my breath. But this company is called a COD. What I mean is, there's a chemical oxidant demand. They treat their own water. And the chemicals that they keep on property, sulfuric acid, MIBK, that will kill you. Everybody in Rock Hill County need to go to the doctor and check out your blood for toxins. Please get that out. They used to send me out every time, at least every other month. So, please. Next thing is, I asked for a federal criminal investigation. This is not the first time. This is the second time. I've been asking for this 3 weeks ago to Senator Alsop, Senator Warnock, and Congressman Hank Johnson. Both of all the officers said they were going to do an inquiry and have the DOJ get involved. I had the HOA on the phone calls with me. 3 weeks later, okay, 3 weeks later, what we have? Fire. But they say it's an accident. Where's the MSDS? Where's the material safety data sheet? Where's the layout of the company? Why the chemicals wasn't stored in a dry place? Why they didn't call out foam truck like they did in 2004? But they pour water on the chemical that reacts. How are we going to solve this? We need a federal criminal investigation.
No, do you think that was suspicious or what? Do you think he, collapsed from exposure to the chemical blast or the chemical fire, or was it some other nefarious reason he collapsed? Allegedly, like the people that, become whistleblowers and they all of a sudden, just fall out or, pass away to some other circumstances. Let me know what you think about that down below in the comment section.
I'm gonna get right to it. I need some help with math here, y'all. Did some checking, and there are approximately 735 million recorded deaths in the United States since the founding of our nation. I looked at the National Cemetery Association, and there's approximately 4.1 million grave sites in the United States. I understand that a lot of grave sites have a 100-year lease. And I think after that, they dig up the bones, they remove the casket, they reuse the site, and I guess they cremate the remains. I don't know what they do with the records, but honestly, I see graves out there that are 1800s, and I know that people weren't dug up, right? But let's just be generous. Let's be extremely generous, and let's say that we're on cycle 3, right? And let's take that number down even more by another 100 million. Let's call it 200 million people that should currently be in the ground. I think there's got to be more than that, but let's just say that that's what it is, right? 200 million. That is extremely off from 4.1 million. Then you look at the average death rate in the United States, and it's roughly 2.5 to 3 million people a year. That means within 2 years, we exceed the amount of graves in the entire nation on record for the whole nation ever since the founding of the nation. The math ain't mathin', y'all. I don't understand it. Now, I understand too that, cremation is a thing, but I checked that out with the NCA, and those have markers too. I understand people die at sea. I understand that people die in war, but most of the time there's a marker for that as well. The math is not mathin'. Now, I understand too that I've been out in the country, and I've driven around, and I've seen some old grave sites and places, way out in the country, and maybe those aren't on record. All right, so that's where we might be off 100 million or so. But remember, I got really generous in the beginning of this video. Something is not adding up, and I'm 40 years old and never seen a new cemetery in my whole lifetime. Where are they going? How is this happening? I don't understand. Something is way, way off here, and I would have been very generous with the numbers, y'all. Help me make it make sense.
That's something to make you go,
There was a tragic incident yesterday in Robertson County, Kentucky, where she was cooking for her mom. This is so sad and crazy, I can't believe it. It was like something out of a movie, very graphic. Around 12:30, Kentucky State Police were called to the backyard of a family on Briarly Ridge Road in Robertson County for a report of a DEATH. When police arrived on the scene, they found trails of blood trailing in the grass all the way to the back of the house. They found a BODY in the backyard, with the torso separated and internal organs missing. Police entered the house and found the suspect, 36-year-old Toralina Fields. She was covered in BLOOD and refused to come out. The LIMB were allegedly still cooking in a hot pan at the time. After using tear gas, police managed to take Fields into custody. Officers said they found parts of her mother's BODY in a mattress in the backyard, and they also said they found more BODY parts in a pod in the home's oven. One of the men who called police said Fields had cast spells and engaged in aggressive behavior earlier in the day. Fields faces multiple charges, including tampering with physical evidence and abuse of a corpse. The victim in this case has now been identified as none other than her mother.
What is going on in this world, people? That people are unaliving their parents and cooking them. What is going on? If that's not wicked, I don't know what it is, man. It's obvious that that girl was possessed by some type of demonic force, because that was just wicked, man. That's the type of stuff you see in horror movies, man, for real. Like real horror, witchy, demonic movies.
Man, this world is really, really getting out of hand. Like, I just can't understand how people's minds work. So here in Kentucky, this girl or woman killed somebody, cut them up, and was cooking their body parts when the police came in. And then somebody just now told me that it was her mother. So not only did you kill your mother, you drug her through the grass. They said that she had blood trails of where she drug her behind a building. She had cut her up, dismembered the body, and was cooking her in her pot in the oven. What is really going on with this world? This is crazy.
Crazy. It's wicked.
I'm going to sit down here with Jake, who's got his dog Bubba. Jake, who is homeless. Jake, you found yourself some shelter here.
In you go, boys. We got everything. Warm beds, square meals, homeless women.
I got a bad feeling about this, Blue.
Why are you outside during this entire hurricane?
Well, I chose not to go inside yesterday because the Salvation Army and Russian Winds homeless shelter, where they were accepting people, were caught killing everybody that was in there.
I'm sorry. Right. Okay. All right. So clearly you're homeless, and there are some challenges that you face.
Nice to be indoors, isn't it?
Man, that's crazy.
You gotta scoop your own ground beef.
Do you catch my drift? I put that in that order for a reason. With the lady, you know, that was cooking her mother to the homeless shelter, you know, if you catch the symbolism, I mean, like, you know, they walking in the doors, and it showed at the end that Homer was, that they're eating them, and that the ground beef, Soylent Green, that means that's people. He knows it. The homeless guy knows that they're eating. They're unaliving the homeless people at the shelters and turning them to meat. And they're feeding us, these people, allegedly. We're eating meat. We're eating people meat. Meat of the people. Allegedly. That's what I'm getting at. You see the yes, put it all one. Y'all, you get it. You get it. Come on now. Let me know what you think about that though in the comment section. Is that, you think that's possible?
Have you all heard of the elk fire in Wyoming that's raging? This is it. Guess what a little bit of research found out? Guess what's also in that mountain? Guess what permits are also being pulled in that mountain? You don't have to guess because I looked it up. REEs, rare earth elements. Cell phones, electric vehicles, and renewable energy components. Such as, I'm not even going to attempt to say it, but it's in that mountain. American Rare Earth and Hellick Creek projects. That's who's pulling the permits in that area. Check this out. That's what the country looks like right now. We know what happened here. We know what's coming here. And this is what it looks like on the West Coast. Yeah. We're under attack. We know what happens with these fires, right? DEW. Just wanted to show you guys. You guys can take it further and do more research. I'm obviously tired. It's been a long day. I can barely speak. My immigrant ass needs to start speaking Espanol.
Get it, got it. Don't forget it.
America's under attack. We're sitting here watching these hurricanes ravaging through numerous states, wildfires burning through our landscapes. I mean, Wyoming right now, it's nowhere to be reported, but hundreds of thousands of acres in Wyoming alone burning. And this isn't just some random act of nature, especially when you have 73,000 acres of fire, which was allowed to rage for days before anyone bothered to intervene. But it gets crazier because just north in Acme, they found rare earth minerals worth billions. I mean, reports are that Rock Springs Uplift in Wyoming could contain as much as 18 million tons of lithium carbonate equivalent, which is a total game changer for the lithium market. So while we're focused on the flames, right, all the distractions, are there true motives hidden behind the smoke? Because it's not just Wyoming dealing with this. I mean, look at North Carolina with its lithium mining potential, Florida with phosphate. These regions are on the brink of being ravaged for their resources too. And we're not just talking about wildfires. We're talking about a mindset that treats our land like it's expendable, where profits outweigh the lives of the people who live there. And we're headed to a future where, living like the Jetsons is amazing and we all want to be in flying cars, but at what cost? Because sacrifices must be made. And on top of everything, on top of this whole entire fiasco and devastation, the truth is that many of those affected in Wyoming by these fires, by these floods, don't have insurance to help them rebuild. And according to recent statistics, many homeowners in the rural areas, particularly in those in Wyoming, struggle with fire insurance coverage. So I have to ask whether it's too late to stand up now, because reality is like we're already living a future that's more like a nightmare.
Oh, man. It's not even quicksand, well, that's just a trap.
He decided to try the cayenne pepper, and his story goes on. He's alive 18 years after his surgery, and the reason why he's alive is because after a $40,000 angiogram and all the bypass and all that, it had failed. He left that morning and he went and bought a 69-cent little bottle of red cayenne pepper from a supermarket. He said he went home, he stirred it up in water, and he started to sip it. It was snowing where he was. It had snowed.
Think about
it. You know, you could go in LexisNexis and they can find out what you've been doing since you were 16 years old. We want to go in, we want to shut them down. We're going to go to LexisNexis website and go into opt out. You got opt in, you're already opt in more than likely. So when you opt out, now they're going to send you a letter in the mail saying you've opt out. Now they have blocked everything. Nobody can see because you are opt out. What they do is they say they check with the original creditor. Most of the time they don't check the original creditor because there's so much information that has to be held until they use other companies to hold that in their databases. So they go in and you shut them down. Now they cannot move forward. So when you shut them down, now they're going to send you a letter in the mail. When they send you a letter in the mail, you better not lose that letter. You're going to need those numbers in order to opt back in. If you don't have those numbers, now you're trying to go fund and you got to opt back in. Guess what? You don't have the numbers. It's going to be very difficult to get that opt back in.
And why would you opt back in?
And I'm the one that called the feds on that. Jamie Foxx states in this, spoiler alert, but Jamie Foxx states in the special that Diddy was responsible for what happened to him, and he is the one that called the FBI on him.
So I thought they were always friends. I thought they had like a history of friendship.
They did.
And he always would go to Puff's parties. And
They did. They had a bromance, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? They was bros.
And then it went sour.
Somewhere under the rainbow. There was a rumor, or I can't say it was a truth because I wasn't there, but there's been a rumor that the whole time when Jamie was out for the industry insiders, Diddy had did that to him. Okay. He caught Jamie filming allegedly, or whatever. They told Jamie to chill. He didn't chill, and allegedly Diddy and security beat Jamie ass, and that's why Jamie was in the hospital, allegedly, right? But then there's the thing where they saying that they gave him some type of pill or something that knocked him out, but it all was alleged connected back to Diddy, right? Because something happened with Diddy and Jamie. After he said Diddy did something to me, he said, and I'm the one that called the feds on him. So everybody out here that's talking about Diageo, this, that, and the other, better go back and think about when that happened to Jamie and start looking at the chain of events. I wouldn't say his get back, but for his protection, Jamie was scared, right? He disappeared, right? He out now as soon as Puff went to jail, right? We see him at the game with Jerry Jones, right? Before, nobody seen Jamie. We just had these mysterious sightings of him on the boat, and then they had the fake Jamie out here, right? Then we haven't seen him. As soon as Puff went to jail, he was at the goddamn Dallas basketball game. Football game, right? And now he just went and shot his special. And who's special strongly based around? Diddy.
Makes sense to me.
They're hiding the true answer to this question from us. How is it that people who used horses constructed gigantic, intricate buildings like these? They allegedly only used hammers, manual saws, and basic tools. Does that make any sense to you? Look at these grand structures and ask yourself, how could they achieve all this with such primitive methods? It makes you wonder if our historical timeline is accurate or completely fabricated.
All right, it's October the 7th, 2024, and this is what we seeing over Kokomo, Indiana.
What is that?
Crazy lights.
There it is, y'all. It just disappeared again. Look, there's another one. Right there. There's another one. Look at this shit, y'all. There's another one. Oh, hell.
There's another one.
There's 3 of them.
We saw like 5 so far.
What are those?
I think they're UFOs, and I wish I didn't see them.
All right, y'all, we are rolling. We about to try to go and see if these things are really by the moon. Right now, we are live 8 seconds into this crazy, I don't know what it is, but I feel like maybe we shouldn't be going to see. Hey, can you zoom in? When you see them, it's recording. It's going to be to the left. Don't zoom too much. Just wait until just do it forward right now, so they can see that we are actually really going towards this. Okay. I see yellow. It's not yellow, that is red, dude. to me, give it to me.
What y'all doing, UFO hunting?
Like, what is that over there to the left?
The moon.
No, look through the tree. But it's a red ball, y'all. I know you. Right there they go. Oh, shit. Look, right there, y'all. They in the fucking sky. Yo. What is that?
To answer my own question, I think those are UFOs, and I really don't feel comfortable going to sleep tonight. They might come and get me.
And that one over there is still there.
Hey, y'all, watch this. This is the first right here. Pew, pew. Now watch it in slow motion. See that red dot? Just focus on it. It's right there. Disappears. Bam! Then here goes the second one right here. Phew! Come on, man. What's going on in Kokomo?
Oh my God!
Where'd they go?
They're somewhere. Holy shit! There's one right there! Right there! Right there! Right there!
Are you sure?
Yes! Yes!
Oh,
look!
what's that? What's that? What's
Holy
that? What's
shit!
that? What's that? What's that? What's
Holy shit!
that? Here, drive.
Holy shit!
Dude, what the fuck's going on?
Holy shit!
Here, drive.
I'm driving. I'm pulling over here. We're gonna watch this shit. Oh shit! Those are fucking UFOs. Legit. Fucking legit. Those are UFOs.
Here, flip this fucker.
Project BB, or are those interdimensional beings in real life? Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. I'm very curious of your opinion. Me personally, I think it could be some interdimensional beings, or maybe they're drones of ours. I don't know, but it looked quite convincing to me, and obviously to them too.
Like I said, I'm gonna keep these videos under 60 seconds so I won't get paid off this situation, because I feel as if, you know, the person that this situation was intended to help is not being helped the proper way. I feel like, you know, it just feels wrong. People capitalizing off this shit and using this man like that. And nobody gave a damn about him a couple days ago. You got damn Terrence, the dude, he said he done robbed him for 45 bands. He got over 200 million views on his page. If you do the math, if we was at the beginning of the month, that'd be $100,000 easily. In the middle of the month, that's $50,000. At the end of the month, that's $30,000 just off the views of him viewing that man alone. You feel me? So, like I say, man, then you got the island dude, the island boy dude. He just got around him like yesterday, then gained like 10 million views off on him, $5,000 in his pocket. The video almost in 1 minute. Go to the next one.
And that's exactly what I was saying. Some people really believe that guy was doing it just to be doing it, man. Maybe he was at first, or maybe he wasn't. But you got to understand, he got a bunch of videos and millions of views on his page. If it was not for the money or the fame, he wouldn't have been recording it. Like they say, man, if you're going to do something for out the kindness of your heart, why would you be recording it? Every time he went to go see Dan, he was recording and he got millions of views. And some people said, oh, his channel isn't monetized, or it wasn't even monetized. Still, he got millions of views from that. He could be, do the math, man. You get millions of views like that, you're going to get some type of money from that. And with the Aiden Ross thing, he ended up getting a deal with Aiden Ross. He was doing it for his own, you know what I'm saying, his own reasons, you know, it's his own monetary reasons himself, you know, and he got some money. Believe that he got some money off of that, man. It wasn't like, I honestly don't think he was doing that just, you know, out the kindness of his heart, and you know that he wasn't getting no money and that his page isn't monetized. It doesn't make sense. If your page ain't monetized, why would you even be recording videos. It don't make sense. People doing it for money, TikTok and everything. People ain't just making TikToks just to make TikToks. You know what I'm saying? Unless you kind of dumb, and he don't seem like a dumb guy. Obviously, he doing it to make money. Like, man, let's be realistic here, man.
If you have Cashapp, you need to go close your account right the fuck now. There's this really big thing going around. I think it's happening with PayPal too, but I don't know about that. I don't have a PayPal account. But I guess with Cashapp, if you use that as your form of payment or banking for like small businesses, or if you get like your check deposited there every week, a lot of the people use it for their personal banking. That's their primary banking source, which I don't know why the fuck you would do that anyway. But if you have $5 in there, if you have $3,000 in there, go transfer that shit right now into another banking account and close your Cashapp. They're basically closing all accounts, and they're not letting you grab the money that you already have in your Cashapp account. So be smart, do it before it happens to you. It might not happen to you, but rather be safe than sorry. I know a lot of people are suffering over this and, you know, crying about it because, I mean, yeah, if you have a really big, significant amount of money in Cashapp, you're gonna be left with nothing, and that's terrible. So please just take precautions and go take your money out and delete Cashapp right now.
Yes, sir. Cashapp ain't doing no plan. Y'all, appreciate y'all for staying this long. If you watched the video from the beginning to now, it's you're a real one, you're a real MVP, and I want to appreciate and thank all the. I want to show appreciation and thank all the TikTok creators who videos that I use in these videos to make these compilations. I couldn't do it without them, just like I couldn't do it without y'all. You know, man, upstairs, the Most High. You know what I mean? And hey, y'all, that's the end of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe on your way out. It's your main man, MoneybaggCoo. I'm out. Holla. Y'all take it easy. This is a little something to hold y'all over. You know what I'm saying?